think so. I
Okay.
should stay at the
So
end, so you download it all? Is that the one here?
yeah.
Yeah,
So basically,
okay.
what happens is that it instead of worrying about like a bad connection,
Right.
it records my half on my computer, your half on your computer, and at the
Oh.
end, uploads the whole thing. So it maintains like a
I
super high
see.
quality. And the other thing is, if we cut out or
Uh-huh.
if the video gets pixelated or anything like that, instead of saying, "Oh, can you hear me? Oh, I lost you. I'm going
I
to a
see,
tunnel,"
right.
just ignore it because it's actually recording full HD
Ah,
on both
that's
sides.
great. Oh,
Yeah.
sounds good, doctor.
All right.
Anytime you're ready.
Alrighty. Let's go.
You're like getting ready for a track meet.
Oh yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Amir's Anecdotes. With me today, I have Matthew from Washington, D.C. Matthew, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Oh, hi, it's Matthew Lesco. Who the hell cares? I've had this name for 81 years, so if anybody else wants it, that's
Wow.
fine.
Wow.
Uh,
81.
yeah, no, and I got about 10, 15 more years left. Well, if I'm really lucky, I'm planning at least 10, 12 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
I
having
look
the
surprised. I wouldn't
best
say
time
you're
of my
over
life.
65.
Best time of my life right now. If I knew being 81 was this much fun, I would have got here a lot earlier. I don't know why I waited so long to get here.
Well, listen, if you figure out how to go faster, you let me know. Right now, I'm just moving one day at a time.
I see. So what are you, like half my age or something? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in my 30s, so I'm
Right, well,
actually like a third of your age.
I see. See, man, see, you got 15 more, lifespans to go.
Oh, yeah.
It never
Oh, yeah.
ends. I mean, I just started what I'm doing now about, I guess about 2, 3 years ago, and it's the best thing I've ever done. I mean, I've done more. Before
Yeah.
I started this, I was doing more than I ever thought I would. Man, I got 2 New York Times
Yeah.
bestsellers and all that stuff, and I was a national celebrity. I'm doing infomercials and stuff, and all teaching people about government programs. And I think that's what's important is it takes a while to get good at something. And so many of us get into something, I think I can make a lot of money doing that, and you won't. And then you grab on something else, I think I mean, and that's a waste of life in a way. You have to work towards something that you can really give the most you have. Life
Yeah.
isn't worrying about how easy it could be. No, it's not. It's not going to be easy no matter what the hell you do. So you might as well find
Yeah.
something you really want to do. So you put up with that shit because that's the only way you're going to grow. That's the only way you're going to help people. And I think that's what we're all here, no matter what your profession is. It's like a personal love. I mean, you're here to help other people do what they want to do in life. And I think that's what a personal lover does. They don't tell people what to do, they help them what to do. And the same with in our professional life. I mean, we have talents, we have skills that we could help people to actuate things that they really want to do. Not tell them what to
Yeah.
do, but help them do whatever they want to do. And when I started doing this, I got an MBA in computers at a software company back in the 70s, and a bunch of other companies that all failed. And then when I failed a lot,
Yeah.
what I did was become a consultant. That's what most consultants are. People who failed, couldn't do it
Yep.
themselves, then they tell other big companies how to do it. And that's what I did. And my companies, the Fortune 500 companies I was working with, were in mergers and acquisitions. That's most of the kind of information. I was a researcher. And I would help them find money and help to do whatever they want to do. And I was in Washington. I didn't know anything about Washington at the time. And I found, God, everything I was finding was a free money program in Washington for them to do anything. And I did that for about
Wow.
3 years, did very well. It was my first successful business. But helping millionaires become billionaires wasn't exciting to me.
Sure.
They don't even need the money. What the hell they do? And I see, I
Right.
mean, I grew up, you said you're an immigrant family. I'm a coal miner's grandson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so my grandparents both came over to work in the coal mines in Pennsylvania. And I had no idea about government programs. I mean, I thought the government was the IRS and the DMV
Right.
and the post office. And that
Right.
was it. But it is just a proliferation of so much. So after doing that business that was successful, I said, I want to go and help the average person know that. And I couldn't charge like I did as a consultant to the average person. I charge them thousands of dollars. And so I did books. And I wrote about 100 books, and about only 10 made money, but that's enough.
Oh, wow.
I had 2 New
Yeah.
York Times bestsellers and other things, but now I do it in a community because nobody buys reference books anymore, and that works wonderfully. But no matter if you use me or not, the important thing is that you know your government is here with so many bloody programs to help you do whatever you want to do in life. See, our society is made up of, not capitalism, it's made up of 2 sections. Part is capitalism, that's the yellow part, which represents about 60% of our society. And the community part, which is government offices and nonprofit organizations, that represents 40% of our society. So we have 40% of everybody in our society wants to give you money and free help. 40%. But people don't know that because they go to Google.
Right.
And everything in Google is, you gotta give them money. Yeah. So people don't know about it, and they'll make a few phone calls and whatever, and they're out of luck. Like if you can't pay rent, okay. So what do? You go to Google, and really you go to Google right now, I just did it probably 5 times yesterday on Google. You get 150 million websites, 150 million websites
Yep.
if you put in Google grants. But here, can you go online? I'll show you a free service. Not me.
Sure.
Yeah, go to findhelp.org.
Okay.
F-I-N-D help.org.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now put in your zip code.
Okay.
Okay, now is there a big number in the middle of that page there? Like 1,000, 2,000?
No, I think it won't load because I have a VPN. Yeah, it won't load. Let me try it from my phone.
Okay. Really? What? It should. Yeah, if you're out of the country, that may not work.
Find.
But it should work on a VPN.
Work on a VPN. Okay.
Is that your voice? Sounds like another voice.
No, that's me. It looks like my my headset disconnected.
Oh. Yeah, messing around with technology, that's, you never know it's got a mind of its own.
Yeah, all right, I fixed it. There you go. Okay, 1.
So findhelp.org.
Oh wow, look at that. So now it says 2,722 programs in my area.
Okay, that means there's 2,700, whatever it is, nonprofit organizations, government offices to help you pay for any kind of living expenses, practically, not, of course, 100%.
Wow.
But now you could go up, and if you see tabs there in that website, you could either...
Yeah.
Okay, you see, well, actually go up in the search button again, the same place you put in your zip code. There's a little, maybe a search bar
Okay.
there. Do you see that?
Let's see. Yeah, first I put in my zip code, then it lets me search.
Right,
Yep, and now there's a keyword or program.
right. So put in financial assistance.
Okay. Okay. Oh wow.
How many you have there?
United Breast Cancer Foundation
Hmm.
grant program.
Look on the top.
Camp program.
There should be a count up on top.
Oh yeah. Let's see. 297.
Okay, so you have 297 programs in your zip code that give out free money and help to do almost anything, yeah?
Wow.
None of them advertise, you don't know, and they take a different kind of thing to do. What people also want to do that is bad is, oh, give me an application to fill out. You don't want to do that. You want to talk to somebody. See, all these people, those 200 people, whatever it is, that help with financial problems, what they do is you want to call them and ask them, because you may or may not be eligible. And what to do is talk to them first to see if you're eligible. And if you're not, ask them who else to go to. See, they're in an ecosystem of just people helping other people. So they're gonna know better than you or me or anybody else what other options there are. And you could see there's 200 and some options kind of thing.
Right.
So, but that's better than 150 million. So,
Right. Oh, yeah.
So you got fish in a barrel here. See, and this is what I'm trying to teach people to do, is how to find these sources. The only people that is going to give you free stuff is .gov and .org. Anybody else is going to get money from you one way or another. And so you just stay away, because you're not armed to deal with the sharks in YouTube. They're just too good at marketing, and they'll get you. They spend 24/7 just trying to get you. And so you're just doing this for the first time. You know, you're just red meat for everybody.
Right.
So you can't go in. If you're an alcoholic, you don't go in a bar for a sandwich. It's like, yeah, I won't drink, honest. And it's important that you know the system, and that's 40%. People don't realize what a great country this is that's giving all this stuff to people, because they don't know, they don't try, they call up, they call the wrong place, and so there's nothing for me. No, there is. You just have to learn how to be persistent, and the first place you look, it probably won't work. And that's with anything in life. That's what life is, getting beat up. If you're not getting beat up, you ain't doing shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that's why it's so important that people know about this, and that's why I get energy to do this forever, because I know it can help. You probably know the same kind of people I do. That, you know, just can't. I mean, the 90% of the country. You know, here's another thing. I mean, you probably know this, so you're here. And we're the richest country in the world, right? We got more millionaires than anybody else. But this is a graph of all the poverty rates of all the developed countries. So there's about 30 developed countries, so the rich countries. We're number one in poverty. We have, our percentage of people in poverty in this country is larger than any other developed country, 17%.
Wow.
The average is about 9–10%. So this is why, you know, so how does the richest country in the world become, have the most poor people? Okay, that's because of this, I feel. This is wages in the last 50 years in the United States. Okay, 90% of the working people saw their wage increase only 30% in 50 years. Okay, the top 10% did very well, don't worry about them. But see, only went 50%, 30% in 50 years. So that's what's, you know, and our country is growing, but the consumer price index is growing to 300%. So if you grew 30%, consumer price went up 300%, you're never going to catch up. And that's why, to me, what the answer is spreading the wealth around a little. You want to, whatever you want to call it, because gross domestic product went up over 350%. But wages for 90% of us only went up 50%, or 30%, I'm sorry. So 300 versus 30, and that's what we're trying to get money to give to people. No, you get wages. You know, the millionaire class is keeping all the profits, and 90% of us are not growing like the country is. The rich are growing more. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a political thing too, and what I'm trying to do is solve people's problems right now, today. But understand where it comes from. So it's not you, as you were saying earlier before we went on. People don't realize, you know, everybody else is wrong. Yeah, because 90% of the people in this country can't afford to fucking live. And so that's a structural program too. But you have 40% of our country helps people like that. You know, and you know, they think they have to go to Google, and then because capitalism is so Almighty God, this Almighty God is putting 90% of us into a poorhouse. And so there's limits to everything. And that's what I think as a nation we have to, but individually, you're gonna solve your problem right now. Okay, the first thing you wanna do, if they don't know you, Amir, they could get free consulting at HUD.gov. Well, actually go to that website again, find out, and put in financial counseling. I'm gonna show you your free competitors.
Listen, it's a beautiful thing, It's financial literacy is the best thing you can do.
Right.
You said financial education. You said
financial assistance.
Assistance.
Or no, no. I'm sorry. I want to put counseling. Financial counseling. Yeah, that's what I want.
Financial counseling.
Yeah. Now this is.
Yeah.
Wow. How many you got?
670.
670. Amazing.
Wow. Wow.
And that's all free. Why are people in trouble, right? They don't know you. They don't know the 600 free people. That, it's amazing. I mean, why don't we know? Because we're not educated. We're educated by
so what's the
advertisement.
Solution? What do people do?
Pardon me?
They go to findhelp.org. That's a great
right.
resource.
Call people for help. Same thing they do when you're looking for, you're spending money. People work the same way. But remember, these people are not going to get money from you. Okay? So when you call anybody on YouTube, and they're going to come and wash your windows or do anything to get money from you, right?
Right.
But these people get paid no matter what you do. So they could hang up on you right after you say hello, or they could work for you for free for a month. They get the same paycheck. Doesn't matter.
Right.
And that's what you have to realize. So you have to use you and your personality, to be able to get the help that you need, or to make them want to help you. Because if you start yelling at them about being a lazy, shiftless bureaucrat or whatever,
Sure.
you don't sound like they want to talk to you. So if they hang up on you, it doesn't affect their paycheck. Nothing. They'll just wait for somebody nicer to call.
Right.
And that's it. And it's making calls. It's not the internet. Just made people lazy that they could just go somewhere and fill out an application because Google tells you that. Just do this. Fill out this application, all your problems are solved. No, they won't. And if you use Google to solve them, they still won't be solved that easily, and it'll cost you money. So use the free ones first, at least, to know about these kinds of things. And it takes perseverance. People are afraid to even call somebody on the phone nowadays. I don't know why. And so there's that little hurdle to get over. And that's why for us now what I've done is the most successful thing I've ever done is we have a community. I thought, how am I going to help people? Because I used to charge thousands of dollars to do this thing. And I can't help thousands of people myself.
Right.
But what I started by accident is a community. Now we have 15,000 people that help each other do this. I don't do shit.
Oh, great.
So they're all, right now you could go on our website and there'll be 3-4 hours every day of people who got the money, individuals, not me, members. And they tell you how they got it, and they share that experiences with you. And that's better than trying to take advice from somebody dressed like a clown.
Got it.
And you can relate to that more. And that's, we live in a country with so much help, and that's what frustrates me. Boy, all these millionaires are using this stuff. Wow. Why doesn't everybody know about it? It's sort of like living in a country where there's oil under every step. It's right there for you.
Yeah.
You just have to dig into it and get a gusher. And you have to learn how to do that because no one's taught you. They taught you how to go and spend money on Google. And not do the research that's important. So it's been great, and it's like that for everything, healthcare, education, jobs. Man, you can get a better job now than any other time in the history. We spend so much money on job training. If you have a client that needs to get a higher income. Get trained. It's all free now. There's so much free training. It's incredible. There's two main sources. One, you go to careeronestop.org because that's in every county. And you could go there, put in your zip code, and make an appointment. You have to make an appointment with these counselors who know about the programs. And you could be a millionaire and still get money to train for a new job. I mean, there's no income requirement at all. And then also, if you go to findhelp.org and put in job training, you'll find maybe 100, 200 organizations that train people for free at all levels. You know, you just need 6 months training for a certificate to get a higher income, or 6 years. I mean, there's programs, they pay you $40,000 or $50,000 a year with just a high school diploma to get a $100,000 a year job. We just need people that are trained and skills, because that's what we don't have. And you know, college degrees aren't as important anymore because we really need the skills, and like even employers are taking them off their requirements. Because you know, if you could do some shit, fine, we'll pay you good money.
Right.
No, and so that's making it easy.
If somebody needs, or wants to do more due diligence or research on how to tap into this, where do they start? Right. Obviously, you have like this almost database in your head of all these different resources and websites.
Yes. Well,
but where do you start?
Well, right here, there are two main things I see. There's a handful of, let me give you a free link, okay? bit.ly and then / Lesco top 10.
10 is TEN or 10?
10, sorry.
Okay.
See if that works for you.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Now
Yeah,
that are 10 phone numbers to call. You'll see one that, like for starting a business, okay? Don't go to Google. You're gonna lose a lot of money. All these people are gonna help you start a business. There, if you go to that website and put in your zip code, the SBA keeps a data bank of all the free people in your zip code that help you start a business, start a nonprofit, work on your invention, be a freelancer, anything like that, real estate investor, anything you want to do. And they help you find money, they help you give you all kind of support. I mean, technology help, legal help, accounting help, all for free. Yeah. And then people, but the most important thing, if you have a business idea, is to sit down with these people and think through your idea more. Because everybody said, oh, yeah, all I need is $50,000 to start my business. And that may not be true. So you got to sit down with somebody who knows the options of what's available and how to put what you need into what's available, because they're going to know that. You have to go out and learn what's available. And that will take you a shitload of time and wasted energy and probably money that you didn't have to spend. So that 10 list is, so you don't need me. You do that one for starting a business. There's one there for getting a job. That's the Career One Stop. There's one there for, this is a wonderful one too, for healthcare. needymeds.org. NEE.
Yeah, that was in your top 10 list.
Yeah, right. Now that is where to get free prescription drugs, free medical care, free dental care, free mental care, all that, even free money to live on while you're recovering from things, or you need money to go see a doctor, transportation grants. There's nonprofit organizations and government programs that people don't realize, and it takes some effort, but it's there. You don't have to say, I can't get it. No, you haven't looked. That's the only reason you didn't get it.
Right.
And that's important. And then there's special offices just for seniors. So you're taking care of a senior, you are a senior. Every county has a hotline number to show you all the programs, money and help, for people as seniors. Everything from free, to get a house equipped for senior, or for getting free legal help, or anything you need as a senior, or if you're a caregiver. So they could help with that. There's a special hotline too for veterans. Because these are people that just work on veterans program. But don't forget, if you're a veteran or a senior, or anybody like that, you're also eligible for every other program.
Right.
That's where you start on the veterans or senior ones, but you don't stop there because you're eligible for everyone.
Got it. Wow, that's really a whole I guess, genre of information
Yeah.
that I really didn't know anything about.
Yeah.
How did you get into that?
Yeah, it's by helping rich people. I just want to get paid like you do. They want to find money, and I was in Washington. I want to see what's around here. And this is before the internet, so I'd go to libraries.
Right.
And what would do was interesting is that, say, a client of mine would want to start, actually it was Procter & Gamble, want to start a chain of pasta stores. So I'd go to the Department of Commerce library and find all the market studies and everything for free to get all that stuff. And I'd be talking to the librarian. He said, "Oh, pasta. You want to talk to Charlie? He's on the second floor over there. He's our expert in the pasta industry." Man, that's when you hit gold, man. I'd go to his office. He's been studying pasta for 15 years. No one's ever asked him.
Wow.
And I really want to know. He's just just so much. He's got a master's in it. He's been studying it. How much? He got market studies he'd give me that they spend millions of dollars on from the government, and I package it up into a report and thank him for it in the introduction, and charge my clients thousands and thousands of dollars for this stuff. And that's why when I thought I could do this, a schmuck like me from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, just walk and talk to anybody could do this. This is our country. Everyone owns this, and you have access to it, and you're not using it, because the rich people use the hell. I mean, like the current president, man. This country's, the city's full of billionaires now because they know it's easier for them to get money from the government than anywhere else.
Right. So if someone's listening to this and they're thinking, I do need help.
Yes.
Right? And I just don't know where to start. I'm overwhelmed.
Yes.
Obviously, I appreciate you giving that free resource to the listeners.
Right.
But also, what if they need more hands-on support? They can reach out to you?
Yeah, no, findhelp. No, not that's the free one. Lescohelp.com. Lescohelp.com.
Okay.
That's where the 15,000 members help each other, and that's where you get unlimited help. And we also give out our own grants. Like yesterday was the last day for us we have a rent grant. We give out $15,000 to help people with rent. And we do this every month. We give out a total of about $50,000 to $70,000 every month just to members to help them pay. Yeah, I mean, I thought you had to be Jeff Bezos or his divorced wife to do something like this. Yeah,
and that's incredible.
Yeah, I can't believe it's so profitable. So we give it back to the members. After we pay us, then we give it back to members. And we also give free laptops. We give out 30 free laptops every day, so people have a laptop to be able to figure out these programs and stuff like that.
How many members do you have now?
15,000, yeah.
Wow,
That's
that's
after
incredible.
about 3 years, yeah. Very grateful. Like I said, this is the most profitable thing. I've had bigger companies, but not this profitable.
Right.
That I could give so much of it away.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, and only $20. That's all we charge. $20.
Wow.
Yeah.
$20 a month or a year?
Yeah, it's a monthly. So you come in a
Got
month, you could get. And actually now, today's the 21st. We have a special going on. I don't know if you'll run it by then, but for the next 5 days, we're offering a 5-day trial for $1. So you could sign up for $1, use us for 5 days, as much as you can, 5 days since the time you join, and this will end on the 25th of the month. So you sign up before the 25th of the month, and that website is lescodollar.com. So it's lescodollar.com. Sign up between now and the 25th, and then 5 days from the day you sign up, you can get unlimited free help for 5 days.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. Well, I believe in it. I think it does. I mean, it's like I said, the most profitable thing to do. And now,
what's the craziest story that you have of somebody really getting either significant money from the government or, the biggest life change that happened from a government grant?
I get dozens every day. It's amazing. Anywhere whether it's $500 to get your car back on the road, local programs are like that. That's very easy. And you could go to Find Help. You don't need me, findhelp.org, and put in car repair. And there'll be a half a dozen through dozen nonprofit organizations where you live that help with car repair, because people need that, particularly
Wow.
lower middle income people. That stops everything. They can't make money, they can't take care of their family or anything.
Sure.
So you have that. Or even like home repair. I mean, seniors could get up to $50,000 because people have to stay in their house because they can't afford a new one or anything. So the
Wow.
money to do that, the grant money, is incredible. And it just, every day is just Christmas to me. To
Wow,
know that
that's great.
I could give somebody a phone number that could do something like that. I mean, I can't, I didn't
Wow.
do the program. Who you should
Sure,
be
sure.
thanking is not me, is the government.
Right,
They
right.
did that. It's theirs. They just don't know how to market.
So-
I've been waiting for 50 years. Go ahead, what?
So, because we're gonna run out of time.
Yeah.
So, to summarize for the listeners, the best resources that they can use, number one is findhelp.org,
Yes.
and number two would be that
Well,
bit.ly / Lesco top 10.
yes.
And
That's the thing, because that has the best top 10 places.
Got
So
it.
bit.ly / Lesco top 10, right? And that's all you need. You start there and realizing you have to get on the phone and ask. You have to get on the
Sure.
phone and ask. That's what helped. Don't look for an application to fill out because you don't know what that is, which should be. It's too complicated for anyone to learn that. And so you ask the
Right.
people. Ask the people who give out the money. They're the people who tell you whether it's worthwhile you applying. And if not, then you say, where else can I go? Because they'll know that too.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Matthew, thank you so much for your wisdom and your generosity and the resources you've provided today. Is there anything else that you want to say to close out?
No, I just want to say to my folks back in California. No, I'm too. I'm fine, Amir. Thanks for talking with me.
All right.
It's an opportunity.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming on.
You bet.
It looks like the recording is here. Wonderful. It was nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Am I done then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good to go.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Okay, let me see. Maybe I could help some people on YouTube. Okay, YouTubers, how you doing? Let me see. Who has a question? Over $3 million a year for nothing now. I know why he does. Much love, Wisconsin. Yeah, I went to Marquette. Mentally dope. Mark also throws parties in the Community Millionaires. Oh well, that's nice. Mentally dope. Mark, $300 a month, not bad. And then I won a $500 a couple years ago. Grateful, thank you. Oh, you're throwing parties for millionaires, and you with our grants. That's nice. Paid monkey, not sidetracking me. This is a scam. Well, you don't have to be here. Don't worry about it. Bottle of hemp, bro. Valentine's Day got over last month. Yes. You from New York, me too. Let's meet up. Richard. Richard Jack Frost. I don't have anything to gain or lose in this scam. Well, this dude has seen more than Dr. Strange. Mark your comments are scam. Well, yeah, I mean, people are, who knows? What's 99 times 1,000? Almost a million. Mentally dope, Mark. Well, you guys are just scratching each other's back here. The independent entrepreneur, what's with the outfits? It's just my clothes. Because you won't qualify. Matthew wants money from the desperate people. I want people money to that can maybe help. I can't guarantee I'm going to help you. I just guarantee these programs are real. If you want to use them, fine. If you don't, I'm sure life will go on without you. A lot of this chatting. Whether you look good for 81. Thanks, Gloria. Feel good. Now, listen to me. I prefer the color white any day of the week. If you're white, it's all right. White, all right. What does that mean? Is that a racist thing? I can't understand. Okay, guys, I guess nobody has any real questions there. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you someday.